They've shafted us.
What's going on?
Have you seen this list? They've shafted us. The CIA, the KGB, the
FSB.
They've shafted us.
Let me see. It can't be that bad.
Not a single name on here with wet work experience. We don't even get an extraction team.
Have you talked to the backers about it?
My FSB man assumes CIA will give us some SEALs. My CIA man, of course, assumes the FSB will take care of it. We didn't even get a field man. I spent 3 weeks trying to squeeze a real field agent out of either of them. Then this morning, the CIA decided we can have this Mansour guy. You know why?
Are you sure you...
His cover was blown yesterday. He's ours if we can untie him from the chair he's strapped to in some cartel warehouse in Mexico City, getting his teeth pulled as we speak. Hell with it. We take what we can get. I'm talking to some old friends in the Federales about setting up a raid.
One field operative is not enough.
Especially not without an extraction team, it ain't.
You've got a backup.
This one, Kozlova.
Electrical engineer?
She's a technician, but she's been point on a successful op.
I don't know about this.
She has a confirmed kill, so we know she's got the stomach for it.
One thing is deep cover, but using her for wet work.
I'm sending her to Mexico with Symborski to set up eyes and ears for the raid. We'll have her snoop around a bit while she's there and see how she does. If she's a natural, we've got our second operative.
Cool. The signal is pretty strong. We should be getting a nice clean feed once the equipment is in place.
This is your first time in the field?
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, it's just surveillance. I've done this many times before.
I'm not worried.
Good. Let's get started.
Would you mind activating your Blue Force tracker?
Want to keep an eye on me?
Just in case.
Sure.
Un tipo rudo.
Esteban lo habría hecho hablar con un poco más de tiempo.
Al final resultó que tuvo suerte con la redada. Se libró de una muerte lenta y dolorosa.
No nos vamos a rendir tan rápido. Todavía tenemos toda la noche para sacarle información a este pinche güey.
Y ya no tenemos que mantenerlo con vida. Así es mucho más sencillo.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, doesn't sound good.
Our men won't be alive for the raid tomorrow.
Maybe if we called the cops on these guys.
They are the cops. We gotta get him out of there.
You're a technician, you're not Rambo. We're just here to put up bugs.
The circumstances have changed. Better tell everyone we're handling this.
Shit. All right. Mission Control, this is the surveillance team. Target is in imminent danger. We are going in.
Say again, team. It sounded like you said you're going in.
My tech is entering the warehouse. We are extracting the target.
Understood. Good luck.
Hold on. As you wish.
El pinche Miguel no me devolvió el dinero.
for it.
Pinche Miguel no me devolvió el dinero. Pinche Miguel no me
This looks hairy. Maybe we should just get the hell out of here?
It's a bit too late for that now. Just watch my back.
Let me just find it. Won't be a problem. Should be easy.
¿Cuánto más les va a tomar? ¿Cuánto más les va a tomar? Qué rica enchilada me voy a comer.
El pinche Miguel no me devolvió el dinero.
Ma'am, I don't know who you are, but your timing is impeccable.
Are you alright?
Still in one piece, at least.
Can you walk?
Just about. Who the hell are you?
My name is Katya. I'm here to extract you.
CIA?
Not exactly. I'll explain when we are out of here.
Ladies first.
Hey guys, welcome back. How was the flight?
It was fine, thank you.
Long as hell. Maybe next time we can fly business class, huh?
Incredible work in Mexico, and so unexpected. We were all watching on the big screen.
Kozlova, Symborski, nicely done. Debriefing is in 15 minutes. My office.
No time to lose, I guess. Come on.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was Mexico?
Great weather.
Friendly people.
I'm supposed to admonish you for diverging from mission parameters and putting your lives in danger.
Mr. Gray.
However, your actions in Mexico City are exactly what this task force needs.
Yes, sir.
You assessed the situation, you took a calculated risk, and it paid off. Thanks to both of you, we are able to add Daniel Mansour to our roster as soon as he recovers from his injuries. This puts us in a much better position going forward. With that in mind, I would like to offer you both a permanent place on the field staff.
Thank you, Mr. Gray.
Sir, I'm no field man. I just do computers.
Hear me out. I know this is not how things are normally done, but what I saw in Mexico City impressed me a great deal. It seems to me you were both integral to the success of that extraction, and I'd like to see if the success is repeatable.
Couldn't have done it without you, Martin.
So, I'll stay in the van?
You'll be on Overwatch, and it'll be Ms. Kozlova's boots on the ground.
What do you think?
Why not? It worked once, it'll work again.
Is that a yes?
Sounds like it.
Then welcome to the field team, Ms. Kozlova, Mr. Symborski.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You were both present during the general briefing. But now that you're going to be in the field, I want to make sure you understand the nature of our mission. There is a leak in the intelligence community. Possibly more than one. Top secret information is being released about deep cover operatives, and good people are getting killed because of it. The Kingbridge Executive has been established to find the source of this leak and to put an end to it. As our field team, you'll be the spearhead of that effort. Spend the day getting the formalities out of the way and settling into your new roles. Unfortunately, we have to move fast on the lead we got from Mansour. You'll be briefed on your next operation at 5, and you fly out at 8.
Tonight?
I know we wish we all had more time to prepare, but this next one is extremely time sensitive. Like I said, we play the hand we've been dealt.
We'll be ready.
Chuj z nim.
Good luck. Come on in, Miss Kozlova. How are you doing?
I have some concerns about the way we run our operations.
I know it's unorthodox. We're in a very unusual situation here. Our mission imposes a certain time pressure on us, and we have very limited personnel.
Unorthodox is not the word I would use. I'm not a commando, and neither is Daniel. We're deep cover agents, and you're not giving us any time to establish a cover.
We're essentially writing a new doctrine. As such, I'm sure we'll run into some difficulties along the way that we'll have to solve. Do you have any specific concerns?
My main concern is local assets. It takes real time to build a network.
Right. Good that you mention it. Sarah and I have been assembling a database of freelancers and low-tier agents that we've worked with in the past. People we can trust. Instead of trying to build a local network in each location where you'll deploy, which, as you say, takes more time than we can afford, we'll hire some of these agents to go in and make the necessary preparations ahead of time.
How long ahead of time?
As soon as we know where the next target is, we'll start setting things up.
But not in Copenhagen.
As I said before, nobody is happy about the time frame of this mission, but we have to beat the local authorities. We're working hard to get assets set up in the area, calling in people from Germany and Sweden.
Will they make it?
It looks like we'll have options, yeah.
Do you have those transaction records from Luxembourg?
Yes, I'm just looking at the accounts Nadia isolated.
Let me know when you're done. Miss Kozlova, I suppose I should congratulate you on your promotion.
That would make sense.
I mean no disrespect, but are you sure you're ready for this?
For this conversation?
I've read your file. I know about your work against Black Sickle, but our mission is altogether very different. You'll not be spying on friends. This will be smash and grab work. You'll be dealing with well-trained security people.
Cut the bullshit, please.
All right. I just don't think you're the right person for the job. This is commando work. Are you a technician? You haven't trained for this.
You think you know everything about me because you read my file? You saw me in Mexico.
Mexico City was great work. We were all impressed by the initiative you and Martin showed. But those people were just thugs. Your next operations are going to require a lot more finesse.
It won't be a problem. I understand what's at stake.
Good. I hope you pull it off. Is there anything I can help you with?
I'd like to brush up on the mission of the Kingbridge Executive. Can you run me through the background brief again?
Of course. What would you like to talk about?
Who were the victims of the leaks we are investigating?
7 intelligence officers have died this year, not including Absalom. Our backers believe their deaths are related, so we're acting on that assumption until we find evidence to the contrary. So far, the pattern looks clear. They were all veterans of the Cold War. They were all still in active service, and as far as everyone knew up to their deaths, all their covers were solid.
How do we know their deaths were related?
We're not sure about all of them, but the murder board shows the connections we've established. Some of them died within days of each other, and nobody knows how they were compromised. It all points to a leak of some sort.
Walk me through the list?
All right, chronologically. Pyotr Kiselov, Russian SVR, was executed by gunshot on February 24th. We believe the Chechens did it, but it may have been Mujahideen. As far as we know, nobody even knew he was there. Alexander De Niro, CIA, was working in Colombian drug production. He was found beheaded behind his hotel on March 14th, probably by the Norte del Valle cartel, but it may also have been FARC. Enrique Pasqua, CIA veteran, now Interpol, apparently drove his car off a cliff with his whole family in it, but he was probably pushed. He was working against ETA, the Basque separatists, so they're an obvious suspect. Further, he died 3 days after De Niro, and we know ETA has connections to FARC. Do you want me to go on?
Sure.
Julia Hughes and Dmitry Lashilov died 2 days apart in April in the Middle East. Mrs. Hughes was investigating nuclear proliferation for the CIA. Lashilov was spying on Iran for SVR. We're suspecting Pakistani and ISI or Iran's VAVAC in both cases. Hughes fell to her death from a room on the 16th floor of a hotel in Doha, Qatar. Lashilov died of asphyxia. We haven't had access to the autopsy, of course, but it sounds like he was poisoned with strychnine. Maria Vedenina died June 11th in St. Petersburg. She was deep cover for FSB inside the Grekov gang. Stabbed 9 times in the chest, then had her throat slit.
Jesus.
And last, Chen Wing-Yan, CIA. We're not sure about him. It's been difficult to establish connections to the other deaths. He was spying on the Chinese authorities in Hong Kong, but we think one of the triads may have killed him. He was strangled to death.
And now this Absalom guy. That's a lot of dead people.
It's not an uplifting topic, I know. Was there anything else?
Was Daniel's incident related to a mandate?
It follows the same pattern. By all accounts, his cover was secure. He doesn't seem to have made any mistakes. One day, they just took him to the basement.
I don't know. That seems a little weak.
We're seeing clear connections to some of the other deaths, particularly De Niro and Vedenina. The only thing that points in the other direction is that he's a bit wet behind the ears. All our other victims have been veterans.
I'll talk to you later.
Right, I should get back to work.
Had a chance to talk to Daniel yet?
No, he's in the hospital. For a couple of weeks, I think.
Me neither. Does it seem like a bad move to you, recruiting him just like that?
Why?
Don't get me wrong, I'm happy we saved his bacon. And thanks for taking the initiative on that one, by the way. Nobody deserves whatever those bastards were about to do to him. There's just something shady about that whole situation to me. Maybe it's nothing. I just wouldn't trust him so easily.
He's a CIA man.
That doesn't mean anything. He could still be a plant or something. What if he reports back to his old handler? If CIA upper management ever found out what's going on here, we are all done.
You're being paranoid.
Am I?
And in any case, we need a proper field man.
You and I did just fine in Mexico. Better than some fast talker in a cheap suit.
If you're worried you'll be partnered up with him, you can relax. I think Josiah has more of a solo role in mind for him.
I think this is all just too damn convenient.
We'll keep an eye on him.
Екатерина Ильинична, а я как раз гадал, когда же вы ко мне заглянете.
Можно просто Катя, майор Цибулька.
Тогда и я для вас просто Радко. До вашего повышения нас не представили друг другу должным образом. Но теперь, когда вы работаете в поле, мы наверняка будем встречаться довольно часто.
Вы будете выдавать мне снаряжение, верно?
Ничего строго регламентированного. У нас нет доступа к официальным каналам снабжения, так что формально у группы Кингбридж нет для вас оснащения.
Надеюсь, есть какое-нибудь «но»?
Но я воспользуюсь своими связями, чтобы раздобыть для вас кое-какое оружие и прочие безделушки. Наш начальник выделяет мне скромный бюджет на самое необходимое. Но когда ты вынужден покупать у контрабандистов и террористов, все обходится несколько дороже.
Я готова довольствоваться тем, что есть.
Прекрасный подход. Впрочем, вы сами сможете помочь мне расширить ассортимент.
Организовать сбор пожертвований?
Просто подмечать ценные для разведки сведения, когда работаете в поле. Ценные не столько для нас, сколько для потенциальных третьих сторон. У меня хватает контактов на черном рынке.
Радко, а ведь вы и вправду живете восточноевропейскими стереотипами.
Поэтому я здесь. Несите мне все, что раскопаете. Разведданные, торговые секреты, материалы для шантажа. А я найду покупателей и пополню фонды оплаты снаряжения. Для ваших же полевых операций. Чем больше сведений мы продаем, тем выше доверие клиентов. И тем проще нам добраться до новых сведений.
Хорошо. Что вы можете предложить прямо сейчас?
Познакомьтесь. СР-1 «Вектор». Стандартное личное оружие ФСБ. В комплекте, разумеется, есть глушители, и на выбор круглые или обтекаемые пули. Очень неплохой пистолет, хотя в поле будет трудно разжиться для него патронами.
Ну уж если у меня кончатся патроны, то, скорее всего, неприятности слишком велики, чтобы выпутаться из них с помощью стрельбы.
Еще у меня тут в запасах есть ящик с американскими осколочными гранатами и несколько стандартных светошумовых гранат. За неимением лучшего сгодятся, когда нужно кого-то отвлечь.
Вы отлично говорите по-русски.
Пожалуй, лучше, чем по-чешски. Я русский уже дольше, чем был чехом. Полагаю, вас и на свете не было, когда я перешел на русский.
Я читала ваше досье.
Ха. Может быть, я когда-нибудь расскажу вам кое-что из того, чего в досье нет. Но не сегодня.
Спасибо. Увидимся перед моим следующим заданием.
Хорошо. Я сообщу вам, если мне удастся наладить новые каналы поставок.
Know what's missing you? Enlighten me. Piranhas. Holy shit.
First things first. Owing to our unexpectedly swift resolution to Mexico City, we now have a field team. Mr. Mansour will be our singleton, and I've instated Katya and Martin as an operational unit.
That'll have to do.
Unfortunately, there's no time to rest. CIA lost a man in Copenhagen last night. He and Mansour are working on the same operation, and that connection is too strong to be a coincidence. We have to strike while the iron is hot. His code name was Absalon. He was a knock agent embedded in the Danish parliament as a government official. At 18:30 last night, the local spy shop tried to apprehend him, and apparently he started shooting. The Danes returned fire and he was killed. Details are thin on the ground so far. Nobody knows why the Danes tried to grab him or why he fought back. We're going to put the field team on a plane to Copenhagen in 3 hours, and the op itself needs to go down this evening. I know it's not ideal to go in with so little time to prepare, but our best hope is to search Absalon's office in the Parliament building before Danish intelligence strips it clean.
Isn't this the kind of thing Mansour should handle?
Mr. Mansour is fresh out of the torture chamber. He will need a few days to recover.
Let's say I want to keep things friendly. Can you get me a pretext this quickly?
We have some ideas, but your cover will be a bit flimsy.
It would be easier if you spoke Danish.
We can probably get you past the outer perimeter if Martin can get into the security server and disconnect the door alarms. Then you pose as a SecuCorp technician who's been called to fix them.
What if they phone SecuCorp to verify?
Your name and the dispatch will be on file, and that's usually enough for this type of blag. Of course, if they dig deeper, you'll be in trouble. That's what makes it flimsy.
It also won't get you into the Parliament building itself, but it'll justify your presence within the security perimeter.
That's still a lot less trouble than playing hide and seek with the police.
Exactly.
Walk us through the plan.
Our best bet for insertion is the Copenhagen channel. At the moment, the bank is a construction site. You can move through the mess to get past the police barriers. That'll already put you inside the perimeter, which makes things a lot easier. Through the library garden, you'll reach the main entrance to the palace. There's a metal detector, so you may have to ditch your weapon.
I can probably take care of that.
Once you're inside, find Absalon's office. Search for anything that might connect his death to our mission, and return to the channel for extraction.
No time to waste then. We'll work out the rest of the details on the plane.
One last thing. You're in the big leagues now. No more real names on the radio. Kozlova, your call sign is Whisper. Symborski, your Condor. The rest of us back here at Mission Control are Castle. Needless to say, if you get caught, no one will come for you. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. Good luck.
Condor, I'm in position.
Testing 1, 2. Do you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Everything's looking good on my end. How are you doing?
Scared shitless.
Do you need a minute?
I'm ready.
Castle, Whisper is live.
Copy, Condor. You have a green light. Good luck.